Hello and welcome to our virtual time clock training series. In this video, we'll be covering how to create activities for tracking job codes, locations, or projects. Let's go ahead and get started. So before we turn on administration mode, let's take a quick look at the default activity. If you're using the in and out board, you'll see under the status tab that the default activity is in. Now in this case, employees would just be selecting their name, choosing start, and then they'll be punching in without selecting anything additional. So with activity tracking, that allows employees to select the specific task or job they're working under, and then those hours can be broken out on time cards and other reports. So let's take a quick look at how to create a new activity. So we're going to go to File, Turn Administration On, and then we're going to choose Configure, and we're going to go to Activities. So like we were just looking at, the default activity here is called In, and at the bottom of this list, I can create a new activity. So I'm going to create a couple new activities here. All right. And now we have a total of 3, and probably these are the 2 that we'd be having employees select from. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the activity settings here. So under the status, there's 3 options, and we'll go through these really briefly. If you change an activity here to an inactive status, that just means employees can't use it when they're punching in and out. It's typically for when you've retired an old task that you're not using anymore. It'll still be available on reports and things like that. The default is going to be time clock and manual entries, and this means employees will be able to select from this activity when they're punching in and out, and then as the admin, you can use this to add manual punches as well. And then manual entries only just means that employees won't be able to use the activity for clocking in and out, but the administrator would be able to. So it's kind of like a hidden activity just for the admin. And then under the calculations, so you can select paid with a limit of a certain number of hours, or unpaid. The standard is probably just a regular paid calculation here. And then over here, the assigned display groups. This just shows you at a glance which groups of employees this activity is already assigned to. So now that you've created a couple new activities, the next step is going to be assigning these to employees. And so down here at the bottom of this assigned display groups, you can click Edit Group Activities. And in another video on the knowledge base, we'll be covering how to actually assign these activities to a group of employees. But if you have any additional questions about Virtual Time Clock, please visit our website to give us a call or send an email to service@redcourt.com.